by Bob Cassidy.
Hi, I'm Marty Black, and I'm in Andrew Ortiz's ward, and Kitty, it's your ward too. I don't know the number. I can't remember. Last week, I went to the First Avenue shelter and explained to kennel staff that I trained as a dog walker in the past, and I was then allowed to walk 2 dogs. Around noon, a staff member told me that a number of the dogs had not been out of their kennels since the previous day. Today, I arrived at the shelter, and a kennel worker refused to allow me to walk dogs because she considered my training outdated. I then told her that I would visit dogs in the exercise yard. I requested any dog that had not gone outside today. She then raised her voice and told me that all dogs always go outside every day. I replied that staff had told me many dogs were confined to a kennel for more than 15 hours. So she followed me into the exercise yard, repeatedly claiming that no staff member would have said such a thing. She also claimed that she came in early the day I was there last week to make sure all dogs were walked. She was, however, incorrect about the day that I visited the shelter. She then attempted to discredit me by inaccurately stating that I attended a training orientation last year and never returned, and had attempted to adopt a dog that LCAS declined to release to me. In fact, I found that dog in a park and placed him in LCAS's hands for adoption. At that point, I was so upset by her harassment and overt hostility that I left a half hour early. She yelled, "Don't ever come back when we are closed." When I responded that I specifically checked with staff and received permission to visit dogs when the shelter was closed, she again yelled, "What staff? When?" I determined that the behavior I have described is a violation of Section 2, Article D, part of Green Hills contract. If I have time at the end, I'll read it. I am in distress that employees who exhibit such extreme antagonism toward willing and capable volunteers have the potential to have a severely negative impact on the quality of life of shelter dogs. I have given this information to Carrie Lieberman, GHS Director, and I am waiting for a reply. So it looks like I have 55 seconds. The part of the contract that I was referring to, my experience with the violation of Section 2, Article D of Green Hills RFP response, which is part of the contract. All people will be treated with respect, listened to, and provided with any necessary information in a clear and transparent manner. They will have direct access to any higher-level staff or volunteers and have the ability to access any animal or organizational-related information that they desire. Thank you.